How you doing? My name's Nick and I'm an addict. So, my 30th birthday, I should have been enjoying time with my family and just enjoying the day. It was kind of hard since 29 days later I was supposed to be standing in front of a judge. I was born the middle child of two Marine parents. That marriage ended when I was young, around 5 or 6. My dad was supposed to come back to the States and get us housing, and instead he gave us a call and literally said when we get back to the States we wouldn't no longer be a family anymore. It's like 5 or 6. It was pretty traumatic. So, moving forward, I pushed into church around 4th grade when we moved to Florida. Kind of moved away from family and everything major. We just had my grandmother, really, and my grandfather. And we pushed into church and still, until my questions started to outweigh my faith. You know, I just always believed, but then I started questioning a lot of things, and then I let those questions get in the way of what I believed at the time. So fast forward a few years, and I'm 16, and a doctor gives me a prescription of 90 either Percocets or Vicodin a month for migraine. My mom can't take opiates because, most painkillers in general, because she has a reaction to it, so it doesn't do well for her. So she had no idea, the true extent of what it was that I was taking. And, let's just say at least I didn't take them responsibly. So feeling angry, lost, alone, just feeling like an outcast, but at the same time like a nerd and a dork. Weird. I turned to where I fit in, and I started hanging out with all the other outcasts, all the other people doing wrong things. And I progressed in that life until eventually snowballed out of control. So when I turned 30 on May 2nd, 2016, just 29 days later I would be sentenced to 3 years in prison for 2 distributions of heroin and distribution of heroin in the school zone. And I don't say that because I'm proud of it. I say that because that is the truth. My guidelines were 9 months to a year and 9 months. I had character witnesses. I had all that in the court. The prosecutor was, of course, asking for the high end. My lawyer was telling me I'd get the low end, and the judge gave me 3 years in prison. I didn't know what to say. I had 10 days to get my affairs in order before I turned myself in. And I did turn myself in. I never thought the life I have now would be possible. Especially when I was on my birthday, turning 30. Living with family, 2 kids, facing a prison sentence. I didn't think any kind of a real life would be possible again. Now, after that prison bit, I did not get clean right away. It took a couple more stints of incarceration and addiction until I got to this point where I'm now 3 years clean. I was in active addiction for over 20 years of my life. I'm not an expert. I've been through addiction. I've been through incarceration. and I'm actively trying to recover. There's plenty of resources out there. We do believe in MATs, medical assisted treatment. There are a lot of people like myself who spent many years in active addiction, and to stop cold turkey was dangerous. That being said, everything's done to be done in respect. There are tons of organizations out there, like the Warren Coalition, who played a huge role in our lives and our recovery, out there to help people coming out of incarceration and active addiction. If you really want to change your life, it is possible. Thank you for letting me share.